to get the hands up. Dorian Williams is screaming for his team to do that. Shot no good. House trying to get the rebound. Controlled once again by Jaden Williams. Going to swing it back out to House and reset the offense. Falcon defense has been doggish early to start this game. Screen at the top. House with the screen. Cut back off by Wilkes. Into the lane goes Ransom, and he scores the basket.
Yeah, that was a good feed to Ransom there. Went up strong. Bad pass, turnover.
So a turnover on the pass there. Going to lead to that. And back on the other side, we get the steal right back. Falcon reset. 5-3 is the score. 5:42 to go.
Turnover.
Amari Barrett's going to lose it that time. Ball back in the hands. Jaden Williams looking for space. Dribble behind his back. Into the lane. Ball nearly stolen.
Almost stolen.
House has it. Scott into the lane. High off the glass.
Drop.
And what a nice teardrop shot by Devin Scott. Scott has 5 early on in this contest. Trojans up 7-3. 5:05 to go. Isaiah Wilkes in the lane. Turns and fires. Going to have his shot blocked. And then it's going to be stolen.
7-3 Trojans lead.
Into the lane. House with the Euro step. And he scores another one. 9-3 is the score. 4:45 to go. The Falcons got to slow it down now. Isaiah Wilkes. And Dorian Williams is telling the team to slow it down. Ball in the hands now of Goins. Up top to Barrett. Over to Clay. Clay sees the three. The three, he can't get it to fall. Rebound. Jump ball situation.
Jump ball call. The Falcons will.
So the Falcons retain possession of the ball. 4:25 to go. 9-3. No team fouls have been called just yet. Set to go to work. Chris Clay to inbound it. Officials blow it. We're live. Ball in the hands of Barrett. Barrett catches and turns and fires. Shot no good by Barrett. Rebound by the Trojans. Gets it up to Jaden Williams. Jaden Williams on the left wing. Stutter step to the basket. Tries to shoot it up.
Blocked by Van Buren.
So Van Buren comes away with the block there. Amari Barrett. And to the corner goes Van Buren
for 3.
JVB for 3. Amari Barrett with the assist. So a delay of game has been called here against the Falcons. So back to live action now. Going to inbound the ball. Substitution in the game. No, it's not. It's Tyler Williams. My mistake. House finds a crease in the lane. Comes to the basket.
Blocked by
and
Barrett.
Barrett flies out of nowhere and sends it into the stands. So 9-6 is the score. 3:48 to go in the first. Ball's inbounded on the left wing. Going to swing it over. Jaden Williams going to swing it to the corner. Ball's deflected back out. Now Scott launches a 3 from the left wing.
Drains it.
Devin Scott, who's got 8 in the first frame. On the other side, Goins tries to answer with a 3 of his own. Rebound pulled down by the Falcons. Now House across the timeline. Amari Barrett picks it up. 12-6 is the score. All the way down. Ball going to be stolen by Goins. Goins comes away with the steal. Amari Barrett in the corner, trapped. Swings it cross court over. Christopher Clay has to chase it down, throws it back.
Turnover.
Devin Scott ends up with it. And on the other end, Devon Scott with the Euro step. Can't even get his name out. Falcons down by 8. Goins answers with the runner of his own. So 14-8, 6-point advantage right now. 14-8, 2:35 to go. On the other end, to the lane it goes. Shot up, shot no good. Ball in the hands now of Amari Barrett. Contact is going to be made. So the foul is going to be called against the Trojans number 3. Jaden Williams getting called with the foul there. 2:22 to go. So now getting ready to check in the game. Substitution. Going to get a look at the sophomore, Christopher Harris Jr.
He's a sophomore. Good Lord. It's a big old boy, man.
Going to get the ball in. Van Buren comes in and scores.
14-10.
Gets the easy money play. Van Buren with 5 in the frame. Falcons down by 4. 2:10 to go. Contact up top. Chris Clay getting called with the foul now.
Yeah, Coach Clay saying, Coach Dorian Williams telling Clay, hey, you're too indecisive. Either you're going to guard or not.
So now going to work, trying to get the ball inbounded. Ball back in the hands now of Williams. So now ball on the right wing. Driving in the lane.
Blocked by Van Buren.
JVB with the block. Leads to a rebound on the other end. Down, and then Amari Barrett gets it.
He's fouled.
So Amari Barrett going to the basket, tries to finish with a reverse. But he's going to go to the free throw line. Team foul number 1 against the Trojans right now. So Amari Barrett, who's got 3 on the evening early in this contest. Of course, tonight's game is being brought to you by Oklahoma City Community College. Kamal Pennington for OKC Ward 7. SSM Health at St. Anthony. And Barrett buries the free throw. 14-11 is the score, 1:48 to go. Knocks down both. Barrett now.
Just like that. 14-12. Trojans lead.
2-point margin across the timeline now. 1:41 to go. They trap at half court. He steps through the trap, dumps it down low. And on the other end, dropping the hammer goes Chris Harris Jr. with the slam. Amari Barrett swings it over to Chris Clay back up top. Van Buren pulls up from the elbow. Elbow jump shot, no good.
Long rebound.
Rebound by Wilkes, and Wilkes answers.
Barrett's down on the floor.
So Barrett is down, grabbing his knee. Looks like it's just slight. He's asking to get up. So Barrett's asking for a moment to come out of the game.
He's all right. He's just a little concerned, a little shaken up. Needs a minute. 16-15, 1:13 remaining in the first period.
So it looks like they're saying that shot by Isaiah Wilkes was a three-pointer.
Yep. Bivens checks in the game for Barrett.
So Bivens getting some action in for Barrett. So now going to work. 1:11 to go in the first. Jaden Williams across the timeline now, throws it to the corner to Scott. Scott, game high and Trojan high leading scorer. Jaden Williams into the lane. Throws it off the glass. And they're going to say score the basket for Jaden Williams, doing work inside the lane.
That's what coaches like about him. He's poised. He's a combo 1-2. He got range, shoots the three, recognizes where he is on the floor at all times, strong enough to go up, convert baskets like that.
So Jaden Williams at the line. And knocks it down. And Jaden Williams can knock down free throws.
Yes, he
Substitution. Jaden Williams comes out. And
House is in.
Naeem House is back in. 58 seconds to go. Ball across the timeline. Bivens now has the ball in the hands of Wilkes. Wilkes goes to the lane.
He's bumped.
And is going to get bumped to go to the free throw line. So score is Falcons down by 4, 45 seconds to go. Now Wilkes going to the free throw line. Wilkes has 3 on the night thus far. see if he can get hot from the free throw line. And Wilkes knocks it down. Wilkes now with 4 on the afternoon, or in the evening thus far. Game high leading scorer is Devon Scott. He's got 10 in the first. Ransom comes to the scorer's table. And Ransom comes in into the game for the Trojans. Van Buren comes out. And now Corey Holman.
Van Buren stayed in the game.
Van Buren stayed in the game? Okay.
Yep.
So Van Buren stayed in the game, trying to see who came out. So now going to work again. So going to work right now. Throwing the ball around the top. So he came in for Isaiah Wilkes. So now trying to come across. Isaiah Wilkes into the lane with 20 seconds on the clock. Van Buren throws it back out. Wilkes wanted to shoot the 3. Great job of closing down the airspace there by Tyler Williams.
Double dribble.
And then he get caught for the double dribble there.
Yeah, he had the look initially off the pass, and then he hesitated, and then he forgot that he picked up his dribble, and then he committed the double dribble.
So now it's a 2-point game now. So Corey Holman comes out of the game right now. Across the timeline now. Screen at the top. Amari Barrett's back in the game for Holman. Turn and fire now for Kingston Hall, who walks into the game and then drops down a 3 as time expires. 22-17 is the score at the end of the first. Big time game. Big time shots being knocked down by the Trojans early in this one. We'll be right back for the start of the second. You're listening to the SoulBowl Classic Hardwood Edition, sponsored by Oklahoma City Community College, Kamal Pennington for OKC Ward 7, and SSM Health at St. Anthony.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with.
Hi, I'm Kamal Pennington, and I'm running for Oklahoma City Council to represent Ward 7, Northeast Oklahoma City. I hope I can count on your vote on February 11th, 2025, and let's build Ward 7 together.
Injuries don't wait for business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Welcome back. 22-17 is the score. Maurice Prince and Gary Woods bringing you the game tonight. Tonight's game is being brought to you by Kamal Pennington for Ward 7. Oklahoma City, he's asking for your vote for Ward 7 on February 11th. Time to start the second, taking a quick look at the shots overall in this game overall tonight. Looking at how it goes, the Falcons ended up shooting 5 of 9, 56%, 3 of 5 from 3, 60%, and then 2 of 4 on 2s. Then looking at how things are going on the Trojan side tonight, the Trojans are 3 of 3, 100% from the three-point line, 6 of 12 from 2, and then 9 of 15 overall on total field goals, shooting 60%. This is an incredible shooting performance by both teams early enough in the game. Steal by Isaiah Wilkes. Wilkes gets the steal, and he gets the deal on that shot. So Isaiah Wilkes gets the 2. So 22-19, 7:31 to go. So as it goes right now, ball in the hands, now swinging it to the outside here by Kingston Hall. On the other end, working the ball around, Jaden Williams turns and fires from the short corner. Shot no good. Goins comes up with the rebound there.
Rebounds Falcons.
So the ball's going to be thrown away there, or it's going to be a turnover by Bivens on the play. So it remains a 3-point game, 7:13 to go. So now going to work. So now 7:06 to go. Working the ball around, Jaden Williams now over to Devon Scott. Devon Scott works the lane, turns and fires, and Scott drains it down. Scott knocks it down for the two-point shot. So now working 24-19 is the score. Working the ball up top, JVB. Goins turns and fires for three. Shot no good. Rebound
Barrett.
by Barrett. And on the other end, Van Buren can't get it. Barrett turns and fires. He can't get it. Scramble underneath. It's going to be Trojan ball. So now going to work right now. So now trying to do some work on the other end. So now going to work. The ball on the underneath the rim up back here. Number 24, House is going to inbound the ball now into Jaden Scott. So now working the ball around. Bounce pass over. Ball's going to deflect out of bounds, and it will be Falcon basketball. So now going to work. 6:24 to go. So now going to work. Ball in the hands of Isaiah Wilkes. Wilkes backs it up. Bounce pass over to Barrett. Barrett looks at the three, drives in the lane, pulls up for two. Shot no good. Rebound Jaden Scott.
That was a good look by Barrett.
So now going back to work here. So on the other end, going to work right now. Cross the lane, cross-court pass. So Deshaun Ransom gets the basket on the other end. (26-19), 5:50 to go in the second. Chris Clay for three. Looking like Klay Thompson on that release there. So the assist coming in again from Wilkes. Chris Clay gets his first basket of the game. 4-point margin, 26-22, 5:33 to go. Working the ball around the top. Devon Scott still with the game high 10 points right now. And a timeout. Timeout's been called on the floor. Coach Alexander had to get onto the middle of the floor to get a timeout called. 5:23 to go.
Yeah, and Coach Dorian Williams is really upset because after the three ball was made by Chris Clay, he wanted a timeout call and couldn't get it.
So so in other words, everybody's trying to make sure the officials are paying attention to what's all going on.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship between coaches right now, a little trash talking between them as well. And like I said, I just hope, given the atmosphere, that we're able to keep this powder keg from exploding.
Super Prep, Oklahoma's leader in high school and college sports. Listen to the show exclusively on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 and check out their social media platforms on Facebook, IG, and X at Super Prep OK. 5:23 to go, 26-22 is the score. Maurice Prince and Gary Woods got you with the thriller on a Friday night. Great job. Nothing better than great local high school basketball played at its highest level between two top 5 teams in their respective classes. Going to work right now. Well, actually, I'm going to say top 3. House now has it. House has it. Trying to look for Jaden Williams. Can't find him. Throws it back up top. And they're going to reset the offense as Christopher Runnels is now in the game. Runnels being covered by Van Buren. Runnels into the lane. Trying to pass it down low. Looks like it's going to be nearly stolen by Amari Barrett. And they're going to be a timeout called on the floor right there. Someone got a timeout called. That time it'll be Dorian Williams getting the call on the Amari Barrett steal right there.
So we're going to apologize in advance, ladies and gentlemen. We can't see everything. It's so packed in here that when the ball gets down into the corners and fans begin to stand up to see, we can't see from our vantage point what's actually happening. So from time to time, our calls will be delayed.
So 26-22, 5:05 to go. Also want to thank Oklahoma City Community College. Continue your education and earn a certificate that will allow you to take care of yourself and your family at OCCC. That's Oklahoma City Community College. Go online today at www.occc.edu. That's occc.edu. Now going to work right now.
Inbounding the ball.
So Falcons. Now going back to work. Ball in the hands now of JVB. JVB into the lane. Shot, contact. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. 5 minutes to go.
26-22, Trojans lead. Falcons inbounding the ball into the basket.
Isaiah Wilkes to trigger it. Bounce pass into Christopher Clay. He wanted the three. Wisely opted out. Barrett back over to Clay. Clay flyers for three.
Drains it.
2 threes in the quarter for Chris Clay.
26-25.
Barrett assist. And the Falcons find themselves down 1. 4:44 left to go. Steal. Isaiah Wilkes gets his hands on it. And they're going to call him
really
for the double.
said he was out. Nope, they called him. He was out.
Said he was out of bounds.
He was out of bounds. Yeah.
Isaiah is saying that he didn't have control of the ball. So how could he be out of bounds if he didn't have it?
All he has to do is be out and put a hand on it. Yep.
So unfortunately for him, it's going to end up being a turnover. So ball back in the hands now of Tyler Williams. Across the timeline it goes. Working the ball around. And looking. Ball's going to be nearly stolen, and Van Buren gets it. Van Buren with the steal. Christopher Clay.
Good job by Jaden Williams facing up.
Van Buren ball fakes into the air and
fouled.
then draws contact against Ransom. Will be team foul number 1 in the quarter.
Foul number 4, Deshaun Jackson. And Buren will go to the line.
So 26-25. 4:09 to go. SoulBowl Classic on the Hardwood. Van Buren at the free throw line now. Shoots the three, and the shot is good by Van Buren.
With a chance to grab the lead for them.
And we're all tied up now at 26. And looks like Corey Holman's coming in for the shooter. So now going to work. So Van Buren shoots another one. Knocks it down.
Van Buren's coming out for a rest.
So Van Buren comes out. And so now in the game.
It's Corey.
So Corey Holman's in the game. So Goins, Wilkes, Barrett, Clay, and Holman on the floor right now. He's going to work on the inside now. Turns and fires Devon Scott, and he knocks down a three.
Good look. Nice head fake and a hizzy.
He's got 13 now in the game.
Yeah, he's letting it fly.
So 29-27. Christopher Clay with the ball fake. Bounce pass over to Holman. Up top to Barrett. Barrett looking for a screen on Scott. Barrett into the lane, pulls back, shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Tyler Williams.
Good rebound by Williams. He blocked out, did everything he's supposed to do.
Jaden Williams into the lane, pulls up, shot no good. Rebound Barrett.
Yep, good rebound by Barrett. It's nice to have a guy like Barrett who can rebound and run the floor.
Steps into another deep three.
Rims
shot.
it.
Can't get it to fall that
rebound
time.
Jaden Williams.
And here come the Trojans. Reynolds comes to the scorer's table in. Jaden looking for airspace, tries to get around Holman. Shot from the corner by Holmes, and House knocks down a three-point shot from the corner.
Yeah, these teams are going to be trading blows. The question is who's going to flinch first.
So right now pushes the lead back up to 5 right now. Christopher Clay up fake. Goins looks at the three. Bounce pass inside to Barrett. Barrett finds a crease in the lane. Drives inside and scores.
Up and under by Barrett.
Nice assist by Goins on the play. Amari Barrett with 7 in the game. Coming around, 32-29. Jaden Williams looking for a screen. Ball's nearly stolen.
Turnover.
And Christopher Clay now has it. Clay inside the lane. Going to have his shot blocked there by Devon Scott.
I like what Clay was thinking. You know, he'd come in with the jump stop, head fake, but he didn't fool anybody.
So Goins comes out of the game, and returning to the game now is Van Buren.
Wilkes comes into the game as well.
2:17 to go. Christopher Clay fires up another three-point shot.
Rims
Shot
out.
no good. That time pulled down by Williams. Clay's cooled off a little bit from the three. Reynolds into the lane. And going to draw contact.
No foul. No foul.
So the ball's going to be blocked out there by Holman, who gets a block in the game. So Reynolds comes in the game, and he comes in the game for Christopher Harris Jr. Also into the game now for the Falcons. For Holman.
Bradshaw.
So Bradshaw comes in the game now.
Yep, Bradshaw checks in, first action.
And Bradshaw comes in with a block. But Devon Scott gets it back.
Bradshaw's coming off of injury. Remember, he played a lot his freshman year.
So a ball
stolen by Barrett.
That time by Barrett. So on the other end, contact against Isaiah Wilkes.
Yeah,
Wilkes takes a hard foul there. So now going to work. So now to the line. Wilkes got to shake it off a little bit there. But the foul, team foul number 2. Isaiah Wilkes to the free throw line as Jaden Williams returns to the scorer's table. 32-29 is the score. Wilkes with 7 points in the first half of this one. Back rims that first one. See if he can knock this one down.
Jaden Williams subs back in the game in Kim House.
Wilkes shoots and knocks down the second one. Pulls the Falcons within 2. 1:47 to go, 32-30. Jaden Williams into the lane. He's going to get called for steps that time.
Yeah, he did. He slid. Williams is protesting. He's saying, hey, you know, I stepped on a little bit of moisture on the floor there.
So now going to work right now.
Wilson's checking into the game.
So Wilson's checking in. So Bradshaw.
Now Bradshaw stays
in. So Isaiah Wilson's in the game for
Clay.
For Christopher Clay. So now going to work. Van Buren on the left wing. Into the lane he goes. Shot high off the glass. No good.
Seeing right now some of the gamesmanship. Millwood is intent on trying to get paint touches, drawing fouls. They want to get the Douglas lineup in foul trouble as quickly as possible.
So now going to work right now. So now going to work. Isaiah Wilkes is going to inbound the ball. Ball in the hands of now Amari Barrett. Barrett back in the hands of Wilkes. Back over to Barrett. Up top the circle. 1:18 to go.
32-30.
Van Buren has it on the right wing. Van Buren looking for airspace. Swings it back over to the corner. Up fake by Wilson. Back to Van Buren on the right wing. So again, Van Buren looking. Trying to drive down.
Loses it.
Going to be ripped there by Jaden Williams. And then now Van Buren is going to get called for the hold.
Yeah, he did. He stuck his arm in there and kind of grabbed a little bit. So either that or Williams spun him around, and all he could do was try to grab something, keep his balance.
So now going to work right now. Van Buren being called with the foul. So now into the game now Kingston Hall returns. Knocked down a big three-point shot right before the end of the first period.
Yeah, they better watch him. He's a finisher. 57 seconds. I think Douglas is going to try to hold this one.
Scott on the left wing looking for airspace over to Williams. Now here's the thing. You got to close the airspace on Williams. He will pull up.
He will.
30 feet don't bother him.
Yeah, young man has a complete game. Inside out, outside in.
Williams looking for space to operate. Ball's nearly knocked loose by Van Buren. And they're going to knock off. And Van Buren drawing it is going to call a 5-second call.
5-second turnover.
So 5-second call there, being called there against the Trojans. So now going to work.
Coach Alexander didn't like the call.
And again, if you watch the first game, they called it the same way.
They did.
So it's not like that was different. I understand why Alexander's upset. Obviously so. but the situation is they called that's the same call they made in the first. So getting ready to get this done. Coming up at halftime, we will have a special guest coming up at halftime, Isaiah Wilkes.
Millwood's taking this final shot. Looks like Wilkes wants it. There it is.
So shot
Rims
up
out.
by Wilkes, shot no
Rebound
good by Wilkes.
Trojans.
So now going to inbound the ball. Devon Scott now has it. 2 seconds on the clock. Scott wants to pull up, pulls up for two. Shot, rims
Rims
shot
out.
no good.
And just like that, we're at halftime.
So we're officially at halftime. We're going to take a 2-minute break and come back with a special guest. We're going to talk to special guest Kamal Pennington. We'll talk to him in 2 minutes in just a minute.
Yep, candidate for City Council Ward 7.
For Ward 7. He's coming up in just a minute. Right now you're listening to the Soul Bowl Classic presented by OCCC, Kamal Pennington for OKC Ward 7 and SSM Health at St. Anthony.
Hi, I'm Kamal Pennington, and I'm running for Oklahoma City Council to represent Ward 7, Northeast Oklahoma City. I hope I can count on your vote on February 11th, 2025, and let's build Ward 7 together.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Oklahoma City, we're live right now during the Millwood Falcons broadcast, and today we have Mr. Milo Wilson. Mr. Wilson, how are you doing?
I'm great, and yourself, sir?
Give us that great title of yours representing Millwood in what capacity?
I am the Millwood Enrichment Foundation president, also the Millwood Oklahoma City School Board vice president.
Wonderful. Well, right now I know you represent the Enrichment Foundation, raising money. The goal is $25,000. Tell me, what is that $25,000 going to go towards?
I'm going to make you a promise. Each dollar that we raise will go towards our scholarships, towards our students, as well as our teacher needs.
Well, if they would like to make a donation of any kind,
You should hear me pretty good. How are you?
Yeah,
Right
I
now,
can
Okay, is
hear
it
you.
too loud?
No, that's great.
Okay, all right.
Enrich,
We'll probably be
OKC,
going here in just a
that
minute.
is Millwood Enrich,
All right.
OKC, MILLWOOD, ENRICH, OKC.
Wonderful, and we look forward to seeing everyone reach that $25,000 goal. And you have a great day.
Thank you, thank you.
Hey sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Millwood Enrichment Foundation halftime report. Maurice Prince here, and I'm joined courtside in a great way by Councilman-elect. We tried to get you here,
Right.
Trying to get you there.
Speak it up.
Kamal Pennington is joining me right here. Kamal, you are basically, when we look at this, a Northeast product. You've
Absolutely.
been a part of here for a long time. Talk to me about the life of service that has kind of groomed you to take part and try to get into the City Council Ward 7.
Well, thank you. So first of all, I'm born and raised Northeast OKC. And I'm sad that my team is not around. I'm a proud Northeast Viking.
Okay.
So, but it's still very entertaining to watch this. But I grew up here. I had a Clara Looper scholarship, which was based on academics and service to Oklahoma City University. That led me to law school at the University of Oklahoma College of Law. And all of my career has been focused on how you make this community better.
Now, when you are a Northeast product, you have to have the values. The school, you said you're a Northeast Viking. It kind of also gives you a sense of what the community is driving for.
That's right. And what this community drives for is we want to see every kid in every community grow up where they can live up to their God-given potential. We want everybody to live in a community that's safe. I like to say that I want to know that my nephews can wear their hoodie in our neighborhood in Northeast OKC and come home safe. And that's what's most important. We want to make sure that every kid has the opportunity to get a great education, and that when they grow up and get that great education, they can get a job right here in Northeast Oklahoma City and raise their family just like I did.
All right, building together. That's a vision that you've talked about a little bit. Share with me a little bit about that vision of building together here.
Well, for us, building together is all about, first of all, taking the community's needs seriously and putting them first. So much of the time, we get surveyed to death in Northeast Oklahoma City, in my view. And our focus should be on, let's finally take some action.
Okay. Now, when we talk about experience, you talked about graduating for OU School of Law. You also have spent some time on the Planning Commission. And, and if you are elected for this position, that's going to give you some great skills that you've been able to garner over time working for that, and also being a part of the executive director for IMCI.
Yeah, that's right.
And those are all community-based organizations. How is that going to help you make some differences here?
Absolutely. Well, Planning Commission has given me the experience of knowing how the city works. We need someone who can go in there and make change happen immediately. And so already knowing how the city operates will help us. And then my job at IMCI is to strengthen families. One of our primary programs is True Dads, which is all about how you help fathers be a better parent, partner, and provider. And those strategies of empowering families, putting them first, helping kids to grow up in safe communities and neighborhoods, that's all what drives Northeast Oklahoma City to thrive. That's the change that we need to continue to see.
Now, you've had some great community endorsements along the way. We don't have to mention all the names of the individuals, but when you have names of people who are stepping up to endorse you, it has to give your campaign some momentum, because you know that the community and the community leaders and other organizations recognize what you can bring to the table.
Absolutely. So we're honored to have the support of former Senator George Young, and we're also honored to have the support of Drs. Sherry and Byron Coleman at Fifth Street Baptist Church. We really feel like our campaign is all focused on being community-centered, being community first, and those leaders really represent being truly from the community, a part of the community, and putting the community's needs first, and that's what we're going to do.
Now, you have a beautiful wife and a beautiful family. Talk to me about their support of you in all of this.
Well, my wife is very successful. She is the president of the Oklahoma City American Federation of Teachers, and she's actually the first black woman to do so, leading the teachers union here in Oklahoma City. And we have two daughters, Olivia, who's 10, and Ella, who's almost 2. And so I hope that Olivia is watching, because I told her I was going to embarrass her a little bit.
You were?
This today.
You were. Now, when the election is coming up for February 11th, you've got some obvious other things that you're going to be doing, trying to get the community to still get to know you a little bit more, and making some other things. Where are some other places so people that want to come out and meet you and share some of their concerns? How can they do that?
Well, one, you can go to our website, and so you can find it just by Googling my name, CAMAL Pennington, and you can find it easily. But we're on every social media account, and we are very, very, we prioritize reaching out to people. We want to hear from people. And then we're going to have several community events. So we've got upcoming community forums on January 16th, on the 23rd here. Perry Broadcasting has that going on. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities to engage. And our campaign is also, we go where the people are. So we are on doors all the time, every day. I've probably knocked on anybody in the community. I've probably knocked on your door, because we believe in going right where people are to hear from them.
I think it's just important that people who are watching online and listening on the radio understand that they can come out and talk and get to know you. It's important nowadays for these our elected officials to have a connection not only with the community, but have a chance to meet the people, and they can also voice what their concerns are. And I think that's so important. I'm glad that you're doing the things that you're doing in terms of your website and being able to reach out. Can you share what that address is for your website?
It is PenningtonWard7OKC.com.
Now, being here as a Northeast Viking, You said you felt the energy when you walked into place. I mean, what do you think of this?
It's amazing. It's amazing basketball. It's been a great game to watch. And my dad, Carl Pennington, grew up, and he went to Douglas. So I know that he's watching aggressively to see the Trojans win. But
of course.
I'm a neutral party, and it's just been great basketball to see. It's great to see the community come together and support our young people. And that's what really a great community is all about.
Absolutely. A man of the people with the values of Ward 7, a life of service. Someone campaigning for your vote, ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. Kamal Pennington. I want to thank you for stopping by and talking to us.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to basically SoulBowl Classic on the Hardwood, brought to you by OCCC, Kamal Pennington for OKC Ward 7, and SSM Health at St. Anthony. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and who wants to win $10,000? First of all, you got to be a high school senior in the Oklahoma City Metro. Second of all, you got to hit that QR code down at the bottom. Third of all, this is brought to you by Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting. And don't forget SuperPrep.
Hi, I'm Kamal Pennington, and I'm running for Oklahoma City Council to represent Ward 7, Northeast Oklahoma City. I hope I can count on your vote on February 11th, 2025, and let's build Ward 7 together.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Hey sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.
Welcome back. We're ready to start the third quarter of this one. I want to thank our special guest at halftime, Kamal Pennington, running for Ward 7. Maurice Prince and Gary Woods on the court with you courtside. The Trojans outscored the Falcons 22-17 in the first, Gary, but in the second frame, the Falcons outscored them 13-10 in the overall for the 2-point margin here. It's still anybody's game.
Yeah.
The Falcons are shooting 13 of 20 in the game, 65%. The Falcons are shooting in the game 9 of 18, 50%. But there's one statistic that needs to stand out, and the Falcons are going to need to capitalize on this. The Falcons are 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 88%.
Hey.
Where you've got Douglas 1 for 1, 100% overall. So now going to work here, back to live action. On the floor, Isaiah Wilkes, Van Buren, Goins, Clay, and Barrett on the floor, the original starters on the floor right now. So going to work. Clay wants to shoot the three. Back over to Goins. Goins wide open. Three.
Rims
Shot
out.
no good. To take the lead. Three not in play.
Yeah,
Going back to work.
Again, sitting back there, resting on turnover.
Back to work now. Ball in the hands of Clay. Clay across. Over to Barrett. Barrett drives to the baseline. Underneath.
That's what you need right there.
A pass underneath the goal to Van Buren. Beautiful vision shown by Barrett on the play.
32-32.
All tied up. How you like that? 7:05 to go. Going to work. Ball on the left wing, and Clay's going to bump him outside. They're going to call a foul on that one.
Yeah. Coach Dorian Williams.
A foul. It was a timeout.
He's like, hey, you should have been making that 5 call.
So, again, everybody looking for that. So it is a 30-second timeout called right now. Looks like the Falcons on the play, but we're all tied up at 32.
So, Mo, those halftime stats, it looked like in that second period the defense intensified for both teams. Scoring went down, and it wasn't because they necessarily shot the ball poorly. That many shots, they didn't get that many shots off. So, again, it's like you normally see things loosen up the further into the game you get, but instead things tighten down for both teams.
Yeah, the initial raw emotion
kind of burned off
a little bit. Yeah. And because anytime you start in a game like this is an exciting thing and you want to look good. House gets the ball back in the hands of Scott. Scott, House, Ransom, Williams, and Jaden Williams and Tyler Williams are on the floor at the same time.
Yeah.
So now back to work. House is going to throw it in, all tied up at 32. Ball in the hand of Ransom. Ransom had to go low to get it. Ransom tries to get it, wasn't able to bring it down. Ransom turns and fires again, gets his own rebound, and shot is good.
Follows 34-32. Oh, Jaden Williams
went for it. Ball's going to get knocked loose, but it will remain Falcon basketball.
It's really hard to forget. It's really easy to forget, just how long Williams' arms are. I don't know if you notice it or not, but he has a wingspan that's larger than his 6'4" frame.
Van Buren from the short corner shot, no good by Van Buren there.
Has 2 possessions where the Falcons have come down, taking a single shot. And
Williams on the right wing, bounce pass to Scott. Scott backs down Clay. Turns and fires underneath a pass. Shot not able to get down. Ransom digging it out and then scoring it.
Again, and like I said, Ransom's doing a really good job of creating his own second chance baskets.
And the Trojan leads back up to 4. From the corner, 3-point shot, rims around. And eventually falls down for Goins. (36-35). Tyler Williams looking for space to operate. Ball's going to get knocked loose. There's going to be a turnover there. Falcons down 1 with a legitimate chance to take the lead in this game. So Isaiah Wilkes across the timeline over to Christopher Clay. Back up to Wilkes. Wilkes going to lose it down low. And Scott comes up with the steal. Scott going to have the ball knocked loose. Out. It's off his leg. And it's going to say it will be Trojan ball.
Basketball, yeah.
But nice steal there.
Got a player down on the floor. It looked like it might be Wilkes.
So Wilkes down on the ground. And so Isaiah Wilson quickly off the bench to replace him. He gets up just a little gingerly. So on the other end, looks like it still will be so now going to work, trying to wait here. Okay, the ball's ready to play now. Sorry about the delay there, folks. So 5:32 to go, 36-32. Ball inbounded to Scott. Scott turns and fires off one leg. Shot no good. Rebound by Barrett. Barrett with 7. Goins down low to Van Buren.
He ended triple team down there.
Isaiah Wilson fires a 3. He just came off the bench. He misses that one. Rebound, Trojans. Jaden Williams into the lane.
He walked.
And a nice move into the lane and a basket scored there by Williams. 38-35. Trojans doing just enough to keep the Falcons at bay. Ball back in the hands. 3-point shot by Goins is no good.
Man, I tell you, the Falcons are really lighting, shooting the threes. They need to think more about getting into the paint instead of taking these. Oh, that should have been a travel.
And Jaden Williams is going to be stripped. Amari Barrett comes up with the steal. On the other end, Barrett into the lane. High off the basket shot, no good there.
Yep, he got fouled first.
So Barrett's going to go to the free throw line. Isaiah Wilkes set to go back into the game.
Just a second.
So now going to work right now. So now going back to work. So now Amari Barrett's going to shoot it. Barrett rims that first one out. Barrett gets one more. So Isaiah Wilson comes back out as Isaiah Wilkes returns.
Barrett at the free throw line.
Barrett shoots, knocks down the second one. Barrett with his 8th point of the afternoon, or the evening, I should say, 38-36. Ball in the hands of Jaden Williams, gets it across court over to Tyler Williams. Ransom pulls up from the elbow. Elbow jump shot is beautiful by Ransom.
Yeah, he got game, man.
So now Clay across the timeline.
Falcons
Now
down by 4.
Clay kicks it to the corner, and they're going to catch.
Oh, a charge.
They're going to call an offensive foul on Barrett.
No, I was on Clay.
On Christopher Clay, okay. Clay gets called for the foul. Both teams with a foul apiece. 4:16 to go, 40-36. Set to go now. House, as the Falcons look to extend pressure. House across the timeline now, throws it up. Barrett went for the steal. Jaden Williams gets it. Jaden Williams down to Ransom. Ransom into the lane, turns and fires. Shot is good by Ransom.
He is absolutely going crazy out there.
Ransom with 6 in the quarter right now.
He's probably close to 20 on the game, right?
No, that's Devon Scott.
Oh, Scott.
Scott's been the hot hand on that. He's got 13. So going to the work right now. Goins throws it back up top to Clay. Back to Goins. Van Buren from the elbow. Elbow jump shot, no good. Rebound by Goins.
Falcons get their second chance.
Goins kicks it back out to Clay. Back over to Van Buren. Van Buren into the lane. Over. Goins wide open. 3.
Drains it.
And knocks it down. Assist by Van Buren. And cuts the lead down to 6. So nice job there. 42-39 off the 3. So as we stand right there, Goins made the three-pointer. Van Buren with the assist. So it is a 3-point margin. 3:20 to go. Want to thank Oklahoma City Community College. Continue to educate and earn your certificate that will allow you to take care of yourself and your family at OCCC. That's Oklahoma City Community College. Go online today at www.occc.edu. Also want to thank SSM Health at St. Anthony. Your resource when that loved one is hurt in a high school sporting event. Go to your local SSM Health located throughout the Oklahoma City metro area. So, Gary, how do the Falcons continue to claw back? The Trojans, every time the Falcons have it bound at a 1-point margin with a chance to take the lead on a jump shot, it ends up being a situation where Douglas puts together a little mini run and establishes themselves back on top of this on top of this
Well, you
game.
said it all right there. I mean, right now it's kind of like Millwood's hanging in by taking the 3 ball. I think them shooting so many threes, I'm interested in seeing what that stat looks like going into the fourth quarter.
Right now, the Millwood Falcons on the course of the night are 7 or 16 for 3, shooting 44%.
Yeah, so, I mean, you'd like to always see them be 50-plus.
How about this? Douglas, 5 for 5, 100%. They haven't missed from 3.
There you go.
That's your equalizer.
There's a whole lot of efficiency there. But also, too, I think Millwood's, now that they're trailing, I mean, they're relying on the 3 to keep them in it, but at some point in time, they need to get to the free throw line.
Back to that. They shot more free throws than Douglas did. Douglas only got to the free throw line 1 time in the first half.
And they need to increase their productivity there. They got to get those paint touches. They got to get to the free throw line.
Going to work. Ball in the corner now. Or about to the left wing. Let me correct myself. Ball up top. Ball in the hands now of Scott. Scott drives into the lane. Scott had a sensational game. Turns and fires.
Oh, that's an over back call.
Over the back call against Tyler Williams.
Yeah, Van Buren had him blocked out.
So then a foul called, so team foul number 2 as Scott turned and fired. He comes out of the game, and now into the game for the Trojans is Reynolds. So here comes Chris Clay. Clay across the timeline now. Reynolds pushing him out. Goins in the hands of Barrett. Barrett bounce pass inside.
The backdoor cut didn't work. Got tapped.
Going to get tapped out of bounds, but it will remain Falcon basketball.
Yep.
Substitution. Isaiah Wilson comes in the game now for Christopher Clay. Now,
Douglas doing a really good job of rotating their bigs.
Ransom comes out of the game, and now Christopher Harris Jr. comes in. Ball in the hands of Barrett. Barrett tries to short with the push shot. Rebound by the Trojans.
Like he lost the handle going up on the turnaround.
Williams with the blow by into the lane to the basket. Blocked by Van Buren. So Trojan ball, they're going to inbound it from underneath the goal. 2:18 to go in tonight's SoulBowl Classic 2025 Hardwood edition. House to inbound the ball. House looking, gets it into Jaden Williams. Jaden Williams being pressured now by Isaiah Wilson. Jaden Williams into the lane. Dumps it down low to Chris Harris. And they're going to call for steps.
Yep.
Christopher Harris Jr.
Well, he looked up. He wanted to go up to try and slam the ball, but he saw Barrett over the top of him with both hands, and it made him kind of leave his feet a little bit, travel.
Falcons have a chance to tie it on this possession or get within one with the 2. 2 minutes to go in the third, 42-39. Wilkes back to Goins. Goins over to Barrett. Barrett into the lane, pulls up from the short corner. Shot no good by Barrett.
Barrett should have kept going. Should have drawn some contact there.
So Reynolds now being pressured in the backcourt by Goins. And they're going to catch Goins with the foul.
Don't necessarily know if that was much as a foul as it was a push-off. I'm sitting there watching.
Devon Scott set to check back in the game for Tyler Williams. So Reynolds to inbound the ball for the Trojans.
No,
and
loose
the ball. And Barrett's going to get the steal. Barrett kicks it to the corner. Goins for 3. Shot no good.
Rebound Wilson.
By Wilson.
Ball knocked out.
So it will remain with the Falcons. 1:31 to go. Tremendous job overall. Barrett back up to Wilkes. Barrett steps into a 3 of his own. Shot back, rims no good. Rebound pulled down. Scramble.
Stays with Falcons.
It's going to stay with the Falcons.
They get another opportunity here.
So substitution. Tyler Williams comes in and Christopher Harris Jr. comes out. So no, back to work. Wilson to trigger it. Throws it in bounce. Back to the corner. Isaiah Wilson for 3.
He drains it.
And he rings it in from the corner.
42 all.
So we're all tied up at 42 with 62 seconds to go. Reynolds goes to the basket. He can't get it to fall. Jaden Williams gets the follow, and he's fouled. So Jaden Williams going back to the free throw line. Kingston Hall set to come in the game. So now, steady dribble at the line. Jaden Williams misses the first.
Uncharacteristic miss by Williams.
Jaden Williams gets one more. Still all tied up at 42. So now at the free throw line. Shot is up and it's knocked down there by Jaden. Knocks it down. So the Trojans back up by 1. The Falcons with a legitimate chance this time with the 2 to take the lead or go up by 2 with the 3. At this point, Gary, would you like to see him play for 1 or just get the best shot?
Get the best shot you can.
Going to work now. Van Buren now has it on the right wing. Into the lane, Van Buren goes
I like that.
and pulls up and
he
draws
the foul.
contact.
I like that.
So
Good
Van
look.
Buren going to the free throw line. Team foul number 3 against the Trojans. So Van Buren going to the free throw line now. Spinning it. Shot is up. And he knocks it down. Van Buren, the first Falcon in double digits. Kind of sound kind of crazy.
Yeah, Bradshaw's getting ready to check in.
So Bradshaw checks in the game now. Or he's checking in for the shooter. So now set to work. And Van Buren
drains both of them.
Knocks both down and gives the Falcons a lead as Van Buren comes out and Bradshaw comes in. Ball back in the hands of House.
Wasn't the score tied?
It's 44-43.
Okay, all right.
So now coming across the timeline, and they're going to catch Isaiah Wilson with the foul. What I'm also impressed with overall in this game is that neither team as of yet has sent either team to the bonus yet.
Okay.
I mean, so it's been a relatively clean game for the most part. Ball back in the hands now of Scott. Scott. And
jump ball.
Call a jump ball situation here.
Going to stay with the Trojans.
Stays with the Trojans. 27.5 seconds to go. Team foul situation. Falcons have 4 team fouls. The Trojans have 3. So trying to work the ball around. Ball in the hands now of Scott. Scott stepping through the contact.
Rebound Bradshaw.
Rebound by Bradshaw. On the other end, going 17 seconds. Falcons up by 1. Wilkes. Looks like he wants to do some work. Wilkes into the lane. Pulls up with a nice shot.
Converts.
Isaiah Wilkes knocks it down, and the Falcons are up by 3. 3 seconds to go. Jaden Williams pulls up from deep as time expires.
And he banks it off the glass.
He did it. He banks it in as time expires at the end of 3.
46-46.
Jaden Williams does that. We're going to be tied going into the 4th at 46 even. We'll be right back in just a minute. You're listening to the SoulBowl Classic Hardwood Edition, sponsored by OCCC, Kamal Pennington for OKC Ward 7, and SSM Health at St. Anthony. As we get set for the start of the 4th quarter here, all tied up at 46. Maurice Prince and Gary Woods on the call right now. So the Trojans outscored the Falcons in the first 22-17. The Falcons outscored the Trojans 13-10 in the second. And in the third, the Falcons did it again, 16-14. And if they do it again in the fourth, they have a chance, Gary, to become king of the East Side for this season.
Yep, no, you're right. I mean, of course, for everything that the Falcons and both the Trojans are doing, neither team is going away. And we said that, you know, they would be slugging each other, and the first team that flinched, that'll be the difference in the game.
All right, going to work right now. Ball in the hands now of going inside. Goes Amari Barrett. Barrett to the basket with the reverse and finishes at the rim. So going to work right now.
48-46.
So on the floor. And they're going to score the ball inside.
Yeah, it's going to be an and one.
For a House to get that shot in and get it to fall there. Ties the game back up at 48. House to the free throw line shooting one here. 7:33 to go.
You know, Coach Alexander, he wants this game bad. So does Coach Dorian Williams. You know, of the two teams, the only one that has beat Booker T is Millwood, and so he kind of feels some kind of way about it. And then you add the intensity, you know, of the matchup itself.
Goins dribbles into traffic, has to let it go. Ball in the hands of Barrett, back up top to Goins.
Yeah, Millwood needs a reset right now. They need a reset. There you go.
So now resetting all the action everywhere else on the
bad
floor.
Bad pass. No reason to even make that pass. They needed a reset. They needed to get into the right play. Wilkes made a really poor pass on that one.
So now trying to get the ball up the court for the timeline here goes House. Naheem House. Into the lane goes House, off the glass.
By Barrett,
but Ransom fouls up.
By Ransom.
And drops the biscuit and the basket.
50-48, Trojans lead.
Barrett to the corner to Goins. Barrett inside the lane, bounce pass inside to Van Buren, who scores and count the basket for JBB.
Foul number 4, Deshaun Ransom.
So Deshaun Ransom picks up the first foul of the second foul.
I mean, honestly, second foul. I mean, considering how aggressively he's playing, you know, I'm really, really impressed with the foul being, his foul count being so small.
Ransom checks out. Kingston Hall comes in.
Yeah, they're bringing Ransom out just so they can coach him up. But trust me, that young man's going back in the game.
Terrific game overall for Ransom.
Oh, most definitely.
Van Buren trying to hit 14.
Back rim's out.
At.
But he's shooting two, right? Yeah. He's shooting two.
All right.
That's just how intense it is. Ball comes off the rim, guys are hitting it.
I don't know. Could it have been a lane violation? Because I thought he got the and one.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Could have been a lane violation.
So Van Buren,
he misses the second one.
Missed the second shot.
50 all.
Going to work, firing a three.
Yeah.
Devin Scott.
You got to watch Scott.
His first basket of the second half. And it's a money shot. Into the lane goes Barrett, throws it out to Chris Clay. Clay for three. In and out it goes.
Yeah,
rebound.
That's not the play for Millwood. Millwood needs to get into the paint. They can't just be sitting out there shooting threes.
Devin Scott having a monster game. Jaden Williams looking for airspace. Goins not giving him any, but Devin Scott for three again. Bring it up. Back-to-back threes
got to D him up.
for Devin Scott.
Up. Trojans up by 6.
And inside the lane goes Wilkes. He can't get it to fall that time.
He didn't get a call either.
Rebound pulled down by the Trojans. Ball in the hands of Jaden Williams. Backcourt pressure splits the double team, and there's going to be a foul called here.
Yeah. So Coach Dorian Williams, he's saying that, hey, I can't understand why Wilkes didn't get a foul call, but then on this inbound, you know, the touch foul was given to Williams. So, again, with 5:33 remaining, 56-50 Trojans lead.
We'll be right back. You're listening to the Soul Bowl Classic, sponsored by OCCC, Kamal Pennington for Ward 7, and SSM Health at St. Anthony.
Hi, I'm Kamal Pennington, and I'm running for Oklahoma City Council to represent Ward 7, Northeast Oklahoma City. I hope I can count on your vote on February 11th, 2025, and let's build Ward 7 together.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and who wants to win $10,000? First of all, you gotta be a high school senior in the Oklahoma City Metro. Second of all, you gotta hit that QR code down at the bottom. Third of all, this is brought to you by Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores and Perry Publishing Broadcasting. And don't forget Superprint.
Welcome back to Franklin Spears Court here at the Millwood Fieldhouse. Score all up. 6-point advantage for Douglas right now, 56-50, 5:33 to go in the game. So coming out of the timeout, what do you think the timeout, what would Dorian Williams be saying to his team? Because it's been about Devin Scott being not settling and knocking down big shots for the Trojan team.
Well, the thing is that if they're going to be playing man, they need to stick him. I mean, really, really stick him all in his range. Don't relax off. Don't get lost on switches. Pick that guy up, stay in his hip pocket, and then you want to challenge or try to alter every single shot without fouling. Because right now, he's the one that's putting that gap between Douglas and
driving down baseline goes House. He draws contact, and it's going to be a foul called this time. It looks like against Goins. Team foul number 3 against the Falcons here. So 56-50. And back to the free throw line goes House. And a chance to extend the lead by 2 more, Gary.
Yeah.
So on that right now, House knocks down the first free throw. 57-50. And that second one hits the front of the rim and drops down nicely. 8-point advantage, 8-0 run. The Trojans outscoring the Falcons in this period 12-4. Aaron pass.
That should have been a foul right there.
There's going to be a foul there called against House. Team foul number 2.
Yeah.
So their second team foul. Falcons have 3 team fouls. Van Buren to bring it in. So 58-50, 5:09 to go in this contest right now. Ball back in the hands of Barrett. Van Buren on the left wing. Tries to go behind his back. Gets the ball back in the hands of Isaiah Wilson. Wilson in the game. Wilkes in the game. Barrett in the game. Goins in the game. Ball in the hands of Van Buren. Van Buren into the chest of Kingston Hall. Going to draw a foul there. Going to go back to the free throw line shooting 2. So team foul number 3 for the Trojans. So Van Buren needs to knock these down and cut into this a little bit. The momentum right now is favoring the Trojans.
Yeah, they're up by 8.
Shot up. Knocking it down goes Van Buren. Van Buren now with 14. Team high points for the Falcons. So now going to work. One more coming, and Van Buren knocks that down. 58-52, Falcons down by 6. 4:45 to go, full court pressure. So now going back to work. House now has it. Trying to get across the timeline against Wilson, and he does. House stutter step dribble into the lane. House
Yeah,
draw
gonna get
contact
Wilson.
against Wilson. So team foul number 4. And just when I said you don't want to put them on the free throw line, the Falcons are on the precipice of possibly getting what exactly that the Falcons don't want. And that's to put them on the free throw line, Gary.
Yeah.
With 5 team fouls. So House is tying his shoe. Officials are being nice.
Well, that's exactly what the Falcons need to be doing, right? They need to be going to the free throw line. They need to be getting off in the paint and doing whatever it takes to get that foul call, draw those fouls.
Second half, Trojans have been to the free throw line 4 times. The Falcons have been to the free throw line 7 times in the second half of this one. House ties his shoes, laces them up, and laces a free throw.
Yeah.
So Josiah Mays comes out of the game, who was in there for just a brief moment. Isaiah Wilson is out. Christopher Clay is back on the floor. House knocks down both free throws. He has been outstanding from the free throw line.
Just like that, Trojans are up by 8 again.
Goins across the timeline now, drawing the attention of Jaden Williams. Bounce pass over. Isaiah Wilkes has to track it down. Back over to Goins. Bounce pass inside to Barrett.
Yeah, he's fouled.
And Tyler Williams is going to get called for the foul here. So team foul number 4 for the Trojans. And it's going to be inbound. So into the game comes Christopher Harris Jr. So he comes in for Tyler Williams. Van Buren. And a three-point shot by Christopher Clay. He can't get it to fall. And then Amari Barrett goes up high and falls down.
Yeah, he actually does a good job of working around Jaden Williams, and then he comes down kind of on top of him. Look like everyone is okay. Jaden Williams look like he's a little shaken up.
So team foul number 5. 4:11 to go. So 2 free throws coming for Amari Barrett. So Barrett at the free throw line right now. Barrett needs to knock down some of these crucial free throws to cut into the lead a little bit that the Trojans have fully established. Barrett shoots it up, and the first one is good. Pulls them back within 7. Knock one more, pulls them back within 6. Reynolds hits the scoring table for the Trojans. He enters the game now and comes in the game for Christopher Harris Jr. So shot is up. Barrett knocks it down. 60-54.
Yep.
4:10 to go.
Trojans up by 6.
Reynolds across the timeline. Van Buren covered.
Oh, he cuffed the ball and he pushed off.
So a bounce pass over Reynolds into the lane, and Reynolds tries to finish.
Rebound, Van Buren.
Good there. Van Buren with the rebound, and the Falcons go running. The ball is going to be deflected out. Nice job by Devin Scott, returning and knocking the ball away from Isaiah Wilkes.
Yeah, really nice job by Devin Scott.
Your car is about to get towed. Go move your car.
So coming out of the game comes Kingston Hall, and Christopher Harris Jr. enters it back into the game. Ball in the hands now of Amari Barrett. Barrett back over to Clay. Over to Goins. Back over to Clay. 3:40 to go in this game. Falcons need stops and shots. Christopher Clay up fakes, drives, kicks it back out to Barrett. Barrett standing above the circle. Back over to Clay. Clay thought about a 3, gets it over to Wilkes. Wilkes drives baseline and finishes at the rim and draws contact against Christopher Harris Jr. So Isaiah Wilkes is going to the free throw line. Attack, attack, attack has to be the mindset of the Falcons at this point.
They need to be doing that every single possession for the next 3 minutes and 23 seconds. The 3 ball is only should be shot if you're just out there by yourself and if you're behind by 3 with time running out.
So Isaiah Wilkes knocks down the first free throw. So nice job right now. Wilkes gets one more.
Oh, it rolls in.
Rolls in, and he gets that one to fall there.
Josiah Mays checks into the game for Van Buren. He sees his first action of the night.
So now going to work. House. And it looks
Coach
like
Alexander gives a timeout call.
Timeout.
He saw a 10 count coming.
So 60-56. Good coaches save the players from themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
So 60-56, 3:16 to go. Want to make sure we thank all our sponsors for tonight's game. OKC Sports Radio, 105.3. OKC Heart and Soul, 92.1, 1140. The Black Chronicle newspaper, Power 103.5. The Millwood and Richmond Foundation, Super Prep, SSM Health at St. Anthony, Kamal Pennington for Ward 7, and OCCC. So, Gary, at this point now, the Falcons have managed to chip away the 8.5 in it down to a 4-point game.
Yeah.
So, to me, you got to continue to get to the free throw line.
Yes, sir.
You got to continue to be aggressive on that. Now, the Falcons are not the Douglas is not in the double bonus yet.
No. But here's the other thing, too, Mo. The reason why that gap exists is because, number one, early on in the period, they were giving up second chance points. They gave up 2 of them. And then that was compounded with 2 3-point shots, and that put the gap there. And now the Falcons are still battling with 3:16 remaining in the game to overcome those 4 possessions. And that's the difference here. That's why it's so important that you play good defense. That's the reason why you block out, you challenge every single shot. And when you come down offensively, you come away with something, whether it's you're going to the free throw line or you're getting 2.
Back to live action now. Ball in the hands now, Devin Scott. And you got to stay up on Devin Scott.
You definitely got to stay up on Devin Scott.
Devin Scott and Jaden Williams are the most dangerous right now with the lead. Devin Scott loses it, able to bounce the ball back in the hands of Tyler Williams.
Oh,
and
Lord,
inside goes Ransom.
Overplayed the pass. No reason to overplay the pass like that.
Lead back up to 6. 2:56 to go. Christopher Clay to the corner. Goins back up top to Wilkes. Wilkes back to Clay. Clay for 3. And it's off.
It was off right out of his hand. He hurried like he had a 30-second shot clock or something.
So on the other end goes Jaden Williams. 2:37 to go. That championship pedigree being shown by the Trojans right now. House has it, being covered by Josiah Mays, who's in the game now. House gets it to Tyler Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Back to House.
Douglas is playing a little stall ball here.
House inside to Devin Scott. Devin Scott is bumped.
Yep. Hold on.
They're going to say it's going to be a foul call against Christopher Clay. And that puts them in the double bonus. So now Devin Scott goes to the free throw line.
Yeah, that was a late whistle.
The lead is 6 right now. So now,
what they're saying is that Devin Scott was kind of pushed out of bounds, which was a foul.
And that's what got him to the free throw line.
That's what got him to the free throw line.
So he knocks it down.
2 minutes, 12 seconds. 63-56, Trojans lead.
Now, I don't have his exact number anymore. I've lost a little bit of track here. But Devin Scott at least has a 20-piece.
Okay.
At least 20.
I believe you.
I want to say, to be safe, he more than likely has 21 or 22. Make that 23.
Yeah. No, I believe you. 64-56.
So, into the corner, Brandon Goins over to Isaiah Wilson. So, Van Buren has it. Back over to Goins. Van Buren drives baseline, turns and fires in the lane. Shot no good.
Rebound by Wilkes, but a whistle.
They're going to call a foul on the floor.
Yeah.
So the foul's going to be called against Jaden Williams. So 1-1. Or no, I'm sorry, not 1-1. Two-shot fouls coming for Amari Barrett, and this is important free throws with 1:53 to go that you can knock down while the score, while the clock is not running.
Every free throw has been important this entire second half as Barrett misses the first half of the two-shot.
One more free throw coming for Barrett. And he
rims out
both.
He misses both of them. And that hurts.
That was big.
That's big.
So now, trying to draw a screen. Jaden Williams across the timeline now. Jaden Williams causes Isaiah Wilson to check the brakes on his shoes. Devin Scott now has it. And again,
Douglas is going to hold this ball.
92 seconds left to go in this game.
Yep.
Douglas up 8.
They need to.
Ball in the hands of Jaden Williams.
He ain't the guy to foul.
So Jaden Williams looking to get rid of it.
Yeah, they call a foul now.
And then now, so a foul's going to be called against Barrett. Barrett being called for the foul. So 1:21 to go, 64-56. Jaden Williams at the free throw line. And
he misses the front end.
This is the first free throw.
One more coming. 1:21 to go. Jaden Williams knocks it down. 65-56. 1:21 to go. Into the corner it goes. Back in the hands of Van Buren, who throws it out. And Goins for three.
Misses.
Goins can't get it to foul. Rebound pulled down by Tyler Williams.
No,
and on
Douglas
the other
has
end, Devin
numbers.
Scott rounds out, throws it back out to House, and they reset the offense and start killing the clock. Jaden Williams being covered by Wilkes. Douglas looking for the sweep. They can sense it tonight. Girls won earlier in dominant fashion, and the boys have just executed as the three-point shot has failed the Falcons in the second half of this one. So now going to work. Ball on the other side. Devin Scott into the lane, finishes at the rim and knocks it down.
Yes, he does.
Devin Scott killed the clock, 26 seconds to go. Ball in the hands of Van Buren. Van Buren launches a three, shot no good. So it's out of bounds. It will be Trojan ball.
18.9 seconds.
18.9 seconds to go. And it's going to be a Trojan sweep tonight.
Yes, sir. Trojan up by 11.
Jaden gets it across the timeline and then stops and pauses. And the final dribble on the clock. 67-56 is what it will be as the Trojans sweep the Falcons here at home. And the Falcons and the Douglas Trojans have emerged as kings and queens of the east side of the SoulBowl Classic 2025. And this is one of those games, Gary, where the three will love you and then the three will cost you.
Yep.
So
when they were out there shooting threes, and it was, you got to remember, I don't know any team who can shoot threes all night long without there being their hot and cold spells. Right. And so when I saw Millwood, going to the well, I thought, man, you're going to the well too many times, and it ran out. The well ran dry.
Well ran dry overall, how it overall played out overall.
Yep.
And so as things end up, The final score is 67-56. The Falcons' 3-point shots started not to fall in the second half of this one. And they shot 3 of 13, Gary, in the second half overall.
Right.
23%. Where the Trojans were 3 for 3 when it mattered the most. But the Trojans are victorious tonight overall in the game. So when you look at it overall, this is a statistic that tells you all about it. The Trojans were 8 for 8 from the 3-point line.
Yep. You can stop right there.
Millwood was 8 of 23 tonight.
Right, shot themselves out.
So you shot yourselves out of the game for the most part.
Right.
And as far as it goes overall tonight, that's the factor in the game that really tells you the difference. Where Douglas stayed consistent, they cooled off from 2, but they made the shots they need to hit overall in the course of this game.
Right, they did. I mean, and then, of course, they did a really good job with second chance points, and, you know, they managed their shooting, their shooters. I was wondering, you know, okay, I saw the substitutions from Coach Alexander, and I was like, okay, Devin Scott, Scott was hot. And I'm like, why is he taking him out? Well, he's trying to keep him that way. Didn't want him to tire, didn't want him to fall off in terms of his shooting. And lo and behold, you know, it was able to stay hot and stay consistent.
Right. And overall, if I would have told you tonight you'd have 3 Falcons in double-digit scoring and that they would not be able to really close the gap against the Trojans tonight, it'd be a little shocking. But the real thing is shot selection at the end of the game. It kept you in it until it didn't.
Well, here's one thing that I'll say, and this is 2 games in a row. The first time I saw it, I saw Millwood when they lost against Owasso, against another team that is bigger, right? Millwood didn't go into his bench and didn't run the numbers and really, really apply pressure to Owasso. Then we're seeing tonight where even though we didn't see a lot of size difference between the starting lineups, I didn't see Millwood go into their bench and really, really, again, apply the pressure to the Trojans.
Right.
I saw them get kind of stuck in that 7-8 man rotation. And in the past, we've seen Millwood at least go about 10 deep. And that just simply didn't happen tonight when you're asking yourself, hey, what was Mark Presley tonight, right? You know, what happened with we saw minutes with Mays, but, you know, but he didn't come in until the very end, almost late, very end of the game, you know, and then we saw them put, some other players in the game, but they didn't get as deep in terms of quality minutes, and they did a little bit of zone pressing, but I just didn't see them do the things that they were doing earlier in the year that made them successful. And I'm not challenging Coach on anything. I'm just wondering, you know, okay, these are 2 games in a row. Those are 2 losses in a row where we didn't do the things that we were doing earlier. And I think Millwood's strength, honestly, is in their numbers.
Right.
And I'd like to see them use, you know, more of their numbers. I saw Bivens get in sparingly. I didn't see anything out of Javier Richards at all.
Exactly. So you didn't get a chance to see it. So I want to, first of all, give kudos to Letitia Wood and Stephen Alexander, the head coaches for both.
Both of them good coaches.
The girls won the game 74-21 in dominant fashion, going away. And then finally, the Millwood boys won the game Douglas won the game 67-56.
Yep.
A clean sweep, king and queens of course,
of the East Side
tonight.
Winning
tonight's the 2025 SoulBowl Classic Hardwood edition.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, as we close for tonight, couple of sports updates that you need to know. For those who were looking for the Langston versus Central Christian game tonight, we've been told officially as that game has been postponed
tomorrow
for weather conditions. So the next broadcast that you have a chance to see overall here, I have to see if my partner going to be here to help me with the game. But this coming Tuesday, a rematch against Crossing Christian will be scheduled here Tuesday night, and you can watch that game airing on PPBC TV. So I want to thank Want to thank our in-studio producer, one eye in studio holding us down. Also want to thank our on-site producer and cameraman, D. Prince, and also, of course, that would also be Deshaun Birch overall in the course of the game. So he's Gary Woods.
Yep.
I'm Maurice Prince. Want to thank our sponsors as we get out of here tonight. One last time for them. Want to thank the Millwood and Richmond Foundation, the Black Chronicle newspaper, Power 103.5, Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140, OKC Sports, Super Prep, SSM Health, Kamal Pennington for Ward Center, Ward 7, and OCCC. Have a good night. Be safe, be warm, and we'll talk to you guys later. This has been Millwood Falcon Basketball SoulBowl Classic Edition here